What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Box Out Boys podcast. We're the NBA podcast of the people, your home for lukewarm takes and substandard analysis. I'm Titus Two Shots Dominguez, and with me, as always, it's Chris the Statsman Gorman. Hit him with the stats, Chris.
Hi, hey, I got a stat. There is an 11-game difference between the 1 seed and the 10th seed in the East. There's a 14-game difference between the 1 and the 2 seed in the East. Take that as for, what
I think you said East twice.
There's an 11-game difference between 1 and 10.
11 games in the West.
In the West.
Oh, I ruined it. In the West and 14 games in the East.
He's the stats man.
Such a good stat.
Good stat. Bad delivery.
Good stat, bad delivery. That's like a good stat, bad teams guy. I like it.
I know a lot about those guys.
Yep, there he is. He's holding down the fort for the red hot Chicago Bulls, baby. DeLon Bosher, McCroskey, get that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42.
Bulls in 6.
Bulls
day.
6. Wow.
All day.
He's really trolling me.
Every series. Every
LeBron
series.
wine.
I got it
Be
all.
feeling good. We are ready. It is our playoff prediction preview bonanza. So we're going to go through each series and each conference and predict them. 2 series aren't set yet, but I think we can just go ahead and gamble on those. I don't think
we
we're
know
too
who's
worried
going to
about
win
those.
each game.
Yep, we know who's going to win those games, and we know who's going to win this following series. We believe, and then we're also going to break down our over-unders from our over-under predictions from earlier this season. So, Chris, go ahead and get us started. Eastern Conference. What do you think, man? Or
Boston. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, we can start. We can start at the top.
I want to go with each one. I want to go through each series.
Yeah,
we got Boston versus Chicago. Jimmy Butler's out tomorrow.
Yeah, so this should be Chicago, right?
I think we were talking about this a little bit. We got Chicago continuity winning again. Again, the 8 seed. Kobe White just destroying Miami tomorrow night.
Continuity
Fantastic
winning
to see that happen for people who watch this or listen to this in the future. But the Celtics are going to win this. Sorry. Do we want to go through each one and then talk about who we're gonna? Yeah, let's talk about each series, and then I want to talk about how we're gonna go. But Boston's gonna win this shit outright. Let's talk about the first thing. Let's just talk about that real quick. Sorry. Bulls, Chicago, Celtics.
Bulls, Celtics. Any thoughts? All right, yeah, I threw it to you. I thought you had the bracket numbers though. It's all right. It's gonna be a loose show tonight.
I thought about going through each one, but I'm like, I don't want to talk for 15 minutes.
It's fine. Bulls. So obviously the Bulls have not yet beat the Heat. We believe this is going to happen. Joey, what is your thoughts on if the Bulls go ahead and pull this off and get against the Celtics? Do they got a shot? Can they keep it close?
They have no shot at winning the series.
Yes, correct.
What they do have a shot of is, I actually truly believe it. I think they can get 2 games.
I love it.
Okay.
I love the optimism.
So 6 games.
I honestly believe
it's misplaced, but I love it.
The 4
games apart.
The 4 games that the Bulls will lose
not over
are going
500.
to be real bad losses. Like they're going to be they're going to be games from the Milwaukee Bulls series from 2 years ago. But there's going to be 2 games in here. I think a game 3.
It's calling the shots.
5.
Wow, they're gonna
right. First game at home, Bulls sneak one out, close game.
Remember what happened the last time they
Celtics up? No. Celtics
had a
got 2-0
game
going in here, right?
I know, but remember that last.
Oh wait, but then when Boston closes out in the 5th game, Chicago surprises and wins, and they force a game 6.
Yes,
back in Boston.
I'm saying. Okay. Right. They sneak game here. So
I think you're right on one thing. I think that they're going to lose 4 games big. I think they're just going to be all in a row. That's all.
I think one saving grace though for Joey is that DeMar DeRozan is up for the Clutch of the Year award.
Yeah, if it's close.
Predict.
If it's close.
I just think there's got to be one game probably in here, at least one, right?
Yeah.
That Boston's going to have trouble shooting, right? There's going to be an off game for them for 3, and it's going to be a game like last night where it's going to be Kobe, DeMar, Vooch are going to go for like 25 plus, and you're going to have someone like an Io come in and throw 17, and it's just going to be just enough to kind of weather the storm. Get them through, right? They're gonna get something. But yeah, I mean, there's no There's no
So
way
hope
around it.
that-
Like the Bulls aren't pulling off of Miami from last year, right? No one's gonna catch anybody by surprise here. They don't have the pedigree, they don't have the talent and depth. But
I
I,
think Miami wins that game, and it's Miami Boston. Anything just
I have a segue into a new team. If we're done talking about the Bulls, the tortured poet of Joey, I think, has spoken. A team that can be the Miami of last year, in my opinion, is the Pacers Bucks. Giannis still out for 2 to 4 weeks, from this injury. I know, everyone talks about he's superhuman, but he's not. He's a human being who just is really athletic and freakishly large and plays basketball at a high level. But the Indiana Pacers, with that Pascal Siakam trade, I believe are going to win this series. Thoughts? Anyone want to be contrarian on this? What do you guys think?
no, I like Pacers here too. Joey?
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say Bucks.
Yeah, I don't hate that, but I think the Pacers are younger, fresher, and a little more hungry. That's all.
They are 4-1 against them in the regular season. Pacers. But,
Yeah,
it's a good matchup. For the Pacers.
Playoff Dame though, and Dame has been better this season without Giannis in the lineup. Like they have.
Yeah, that's true.
He's looked better, and I don't know. It's got to happen at some point. Like, and this is be the only chance. So, I mean, maybe Dame goes off. I mean, it's gonna be Dame against.
Maybe Dame loses the series and then retires.
Hey,
right.
And they trade Giannis to Chicago.
Hey, that prediction still stands. Still stands. Giannis comes to Chicago. Ooh.
I'm all for it. All right, so
Giannis for Levine, straight up.
Straight up. Better than Giannis
would you take that? I guess. I guess.
I mean, all-star caliber.
Maybe
guy.
throwing like a
two all-stars,
second round pick in like 2029 from the Milwaukee. You'll get it.
We had, sure. If you have to throw that in,
sure. Whatever it takes, I guess. All right, what's the next series, Chris?
Sixers Knicks. This is one that I think a lot of. I think I don't know if I should have looked at the betting odds, but I'm pretty sure the Sixers are probably favored in this series.
Yeah,
Sixers net rating by month is their top 5. Titus went really slow after the net rating there. That was kind of funny. Ooh.
Yeah, anyways, no, I think I glitched out again.
I like the Knicks in this series. It's not because of Thibodeau, it's because of Jalen Brunson. And that scrappy little monster scoring 40 a night for this team. OG is back. I think there's some Ewing theory in this where Julius Randle's hurt and they could actually play faster. That's more effective for them in this series. I think Mitch Robb is playing with him, and Hartenstein can help contain Embiid a bit. Embiid looked huge against Miami the other night, and he won't be able to do that, I think, against New York. So I still like the Knicks. Thoughts on Knicks Sixers? First time this series has happened since 1989, by the way. 35 years in the making. Knicks Sixers playoffs.
Joey, any particular thoughts?
I like where Chris's head is at. I think that scrappy little monster is going to do it. I don't know. Embiid looked huge last night, but he also looked slow. Like he looked to me like he was just running on fumes a few times. Granted, I mean, he's still coming back, but Knicks play fast. Brunson, like you said, scrappy. DiVincenzo's been really good for them. OG. I don't know. Kind of like the Knicks. I kind of think Brunson's too good. I just don't know who's going to slow him down necessarily. Like you're going to put a lot of effort on Maxey.
Batum, I guess. Batum? Yeah, like because it's Hield and Maxey in the backcourt. So
right. So like someone's going to have to exert a lot of effort defending him, which is going to take him off the.
Wait, no. Yeah. Pepev's in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
No, he's in Philly.
I know
he's in Philly.
He's in Philly.
He's in Philly.
So it's going to take a lot of energy out of one of those guys. So that offensive side's going to slip. I think load's too much for Embiid. It's too much too soon. Knicks get it.
Well, I guess we'll hear Titus' here. We'll get Titus' thought on that when he's able to recover here. He might be. Wait. Oh, we're going 4-box. We're going quad box here.
My old me is here. I removed him. Sorry, guys. All right, I might just be coming in and out here tonight. The internet is
no worries.
Not my friend. But I was gonna actually. I don't know if you guys have moved on already, but
nope.
I want to be a little bit of a contrarian here. This was the game I was waiting for to see who won between Miami and Philly. I like Philly here, and I don't know why.
Wow, we hate Philly. But
there's a lot of
there's a lot of reasons. But I don't. I kind of like Embiid. I know he didn't look great. Joey was bringing it up, looked a little slow, but I think he's going to kind of work himself into shape. They got a lot of time in those first few games. I think it's like 4 games in 9 days, so they got some time between games. I think they're going to be okay. And I actually think this sets up really well for Philly to make a run, maybe all the way to the conference finals. So we'll see.
Conference finals.
Yeah,
That does not lead us into it because the Pacers would be next. So
yeah, and I like the Pacers. I like them against Milwaukee. I don't know if I love them against Philly. So
a lot of trust in Embiid.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel right, but yeah, it's
we
possible.
We should probably talk about the least interesting series of every playoff series. Magic Cavs. I like the Magic just because I like defense, and I think Jalen Suggs is one of the best guard defenders in the league. Jonathan Isaac is playing center for this team, and he might play over 30 minutes a game. He averaged 22, I think, in the season, so it'd be interesting if he plays more. Paulo Banchero breakout series?
Possibly.
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
This kind of just makes sense because Donovan Mitchell is been rumored to be headed out after this year from Cleveland. So let's just get you out of here right away. So
Just get it
Orlando take the Cavs out. Anybody? What do you guys think?
I'm taking Orlando purely out of spite. I do not respect. I do not respect the team that gives up a game to get a matchup because they don't want, they're scared of a play-in team in Miami or Philly. Stop it. That's stupid. You can't go in the playoffs scared. I like LA didn't do it, right? They didn't try to drop that game purposely to miss the Nuggets. They said, hey, we got to get them at some point. Let's just go. And even though they're going to get, we'll get to that series next, even though that's not going to go their way, I respect it. I don't respect the Cavs, so I'm going to go with the Magic. Joey?
No, 1,000%. This is going to be one of those all-timers that we remember of what happened in the last week of the season. And Donovan Mitchell is going to leave the Cavs because of something stupid like this. Like, because the memes and the media are just going to be absolutely fantastic. Oh, you guys lost the game on purpose to not get Philly, and then you got beat by Orlando, who has no business being anywhere near you this early, right? And they're kind of like a resurgence. And here they are, and you, Donovan Mitchell, continue your inability to be good in the playoffs against a team that you purposely chose to get seeded against. So, yeah, it's Orlando because fuck Cleveland.
Fuck that. Fuck that. No, that's it. They're
and Kevin Mobley.
What's cool in Cleveland?
Kevin Mobley. Yeah.
What's cool?
What's cool in Cleveland? Fuck that.
Kevin Mobley? Who cares?
Kevin Mobley. He sounds cool. All right. What the Western Conference started up?
I'll just keep rolling with this if you guys want.
We're gonna go all the way, huh?
What do you mean?
Oh no, I was saying.
Sorry, we're going to the next. I was talking about the West now, right?
Yeah, West. Sorry, I thought you were. Yeah, all right. First round.
No. I mean, I'll just keep naming off different matchups that I feel like talking about.
I love it.
I'm enjoying this. If you guys know this.
I love driving it.
Let's go Nuggets Lakers.
Yes, get into it.
If LeBron,
Lakers in 4.
LeBron can. Here's the stat I had on LeBron. Lakers in 4. If he gets 5 wins this playoff series, he would tie for the Chicago Bulls all time in franchise playoff.
Oh my god.
It's so stupid. It's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady of the NFL. That's why but anyways, it's so
what kind of LeBron fan club bullshit are you on? That was a stat that popped up in your feed.
There's so many more stats. I don't want to go he needs 3 double-doubles to tie Magic or something. I don't know. I don't care. The Bulls one stuck out to me. 5 wins is not going to happen though for LeBron, as they're going to lose this series in 5 games. I respect that they did not force a loss because they easily could have lost that game against New Orleans.
They could have said, all right, we're good.
If Zion stayed in, they would have lost. I believe there's a Trey Murphy floater to help keep that team alive. Because I don't know if you guys remember that when he made that floater, I was like, "Oh, is it going to go in?" And he did, but if Zion was in there, they were going to win that game. Point. Bingham was playing, they would have won that game too. But the Nuggets are just the Nuggets. No, it's the funniest thing. The Nuggets are the least talked about great team because everyone's just like, yeah, Jokic is good. Let's just move on. And even they're like, yeah, let's stop bringing up that we swept them last year. This is going to be really hard. They're in the right mindset. The Denver Nuggets are not losing this series.
No. I don't think so. Joey, what do you think?
No.
Do Lakers even have a shot? Are they even getting a game?
No chance.
Yeah.
They'll get a game, but
I thought a
there's-
game. Yeah. No game for Titus.
I don't think they get a game.
Oh, you did everything in 5, but anyways.
I did everything at 5, so in theory, I gave him a game. But
that's a game.
they like what you said, Chris. If Zion doesn't pull his hamstring, LA doesn't win that game.
Yeah.
And LeBron, as much as I love LeBron, you guys all know I'm a LeBron lover. I just was watching this podcast with
lover.
JJ Redick, a lover. I watched him in that playing game, and he's not that dude anymore, man. Like, he's still a really good player, but he's not the sole purpose they're going to win a game. You think he tried to back down Zion or something at one point, and just it didn't happen, man. Like, all right.
I don't know. I think
not
teams are just too smart now. Like, not like they're just too intelligent with how they play. Like that they're not interested in these sweeps anymore. I feel like, teams are going to take a night off. Like they're going to take a game off just because they're like, well, we don't need to win this game right now. It doesn't matter. Like it's a long thing. Where, I don't know. I feel like the sweeps have become less and less kind of common, even for teams.
I don't like to look at it that way. I like to think about it more that the other team has so much ego or actually respect for themselves to actually will out a win. I like to look at it that way.
I think you guys
But
are
I
both
still
wrong.
agree with Joey.
No, I think what it is the like it's kind of to Joey's point, but I think it's like the 3-point shot.
Variability.
Where I think then what happens is the team just goes, all right, it's not our night tonight. That's fine. We're up 3-1. We'll be up 3-1. It's fine. We don't care. I think that instead of like trying to make it a sweep. So I think that's a big, kind of to Joey's point. But
I guess I wasn't like saying like they're purposely taking the night off. Like it's more of like they're not going to overexert themselves just to get a sweep when they could like whatever. It doesn't matter if we lose this.
This is a pretty long conversation for something we all agree on.
Yeah,
I respect the
it's
notion.
good. It's good.
But it's Nuggets in 4 or 5.
Yeah, Nuggets in 4 or 5. This should be quick.
Thunder. I think it's gonna be Kings because I think Zion's gonna be out.
Yeah, Zion's out.
I think Ingram only played 20 minutes, so
he wasn't that good, and CJ was terrible.
And the Kings have, they're feisty. They play
this
a lot
is
of
interesting.
offense, so you like Kings? Okay,
I don't like the Kings. I'll be rooting for the Kings.
Why?
Because I like them. I think they haven't won anything, man. Like,
no,
I like them.
I like them.
I
I like them, man.
Why? I like them.
I like them, man. Is it all right, man?
That was fantastic.
Okay. No, I just
need
like
a reason.
them.
I just like them.
I just like them. I just think they're the King. Come on, the Kings are a long-suffering fan base and a franchise, and I think this would be a tough draw for OKC in the sense that Sacramento is a little more experienced in a weird way with making the playoffs last year and kind of obviously having that 7-game series with the Warriors. So I still don't really believe. I think this might be a 6-game series. OKC still takes it, but
you in the 6s. Okay. Oh no, Joey was the other 6.
Yeah, there was the other 6.
I 6.
I think this is maybe a more competitive series than OKC really wants.
What I like about this series is Domantas Sabonis was the league leader in rebounds this year, and the one thing the Thunder don't do is grab boards, right? So you can probably get any prop bet for Sabonis in this series would be on the over for rebounds, even if it's like 18.5. The guy's getting 20 a game, it feels like, in my opinion. So
all right,
I like the Kings in that respect. I think this could be the most fun series to watch in the sense of just pure basketball and like craziness going up and down the court with Fox and Shea. But the Thunder are going to take this pretty handily.
I think you're right, but I'll be rooting for the Kings. Like that beam. Joey?
OKC doesn't grab boards because they don't miss.
Ooh.
Duh.
That was bars.
There you go.
Is that what the kids say?
That's what the kids say. It's bars. It's fire
bars.
gat.
Fire gat.
No, I think OKC handles this no problem. I don't know who's going to stop Shea on the Kings. I think that's kind of the one kind of. It's like Sabonis isn't that good of a defender. He's not that good at the
Kings
rim.
don't stop anybody.
Right.
Yeah,
so Shea's downhill a lot, right? And I feel like he's going to get into the paint. He's going to cause hella trouble. Yeah.
Well, man, we're super young tonight.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna save the. I don't want. I'm not ready to talk about the other series yet. So let's talk about Mavs Clippers.
No. All right.
No, we come on.
All right. We'll save it for the end. You're right. You're right.
Since shifting to the lineup to feature Gafford and DJJ. Why am I blanking on this name? Derek Jones Jr. Jesus Christ. The Mavericks are 16-2, number 1 in defensive efficiency, offensive rating, and number 2 in net rating during that stretch. The Mavericks, one of the best teams since the trade deadline, benefiting the most from a lackluster trade deadline that really improved this franchise overall. I love the Mavericks in this series. I loved it before they even drew the Clippers. I think this team can make it to the conference finals with the way they're playing. So give me the Mavericks. This is going to be a fun series as well.
I don't know where I don't know what I think about this one. Joey, you got to.
I think is Kawhi playing, right? That's kind of the question.
That's the question.
That's
He's
the
not
question.
practicing, right? He's not doing contact practice right now.
I think I saw that. I think I saw an article pop up that said he's expected to be playing, but it's still too much up in the air for me. The Mavericks have had one of the top defenses since like early March.
Number two.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They seem to be much more dedicated to the craft.
They got the big men now, man. PJ
much
Washington.
more interested and kind of it just kind of seems put together finally for him. I don't know. I know I talked a couple pods ago about kind of thinking the Clippers maybe had a chance, but it was all dependent on having every guy healthy and all together and playing, firing all cylinders. And if it's not there, it's Dallas. So I like Dallas, but if Kawhi is there, it's maybe 6, 7. If he's not there, it's probably 5.
I think I think I'm with you guys. Dallas, I'm gonna take 7 because I'm not sure about it. I feel like this is a long series either way.
That's interesting. Yeah. I honestly don't believe this. I think this could be like a beatdown, but
beatdown. I'm curious. I mean, it probably will be. I wouldn't be surprised by that, but I don't know, man. The Clippers, they're weird.
All right.
Let's get to it.
The Suns are playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. The worst possible draw that took place was the Minnesota Timberwolves having played the Phoenix Suns, losing 3-0 them in the regular season. Reddit post I found, I'm going to read a little bit of it here. The reason the Minnesota Leafs defense is good this year is because of their paint and 3-point defense. Their defense forces mid-range shots with opponents attempting 18.7% from 10 feet. Second highest in the league. They force those shots. Second highest in the league. Phoenix loves those shots. They are number 1 in the league and the only team shooting more than 20% of the field goal attempts from that distance. Not just against Minnesota, against anybody.
Yeah.
They take the mid-range all day. And maybe Gobert will do less drop coverage. Maybe a few more switches will be happening this series. I'm sure Finch is going to try to think of something. And because of that, I'm taking the Timberwolves. I have to.
You have to.
It's kind of like how I thought about how I took Purdue to win the tournament, and they came up short, but it was still fun to root for a team that I thought was going to lose in like round 2. It was just
you don't trust Minnesota,
right? But they could surprise me like Purdue did. Zach Edey went to another level. It was fantastic. So give me the Edwards out party right here, right now. Take Phoenix to bed in 7 games. Minnesota, let's go.
Yeah, based on my metrics that I worked out, formula, Minnesota should win this series. But
okay, oh hell yeah,
this actually shouldn't be close. This should be Minnesota quite easily. But I'm gonna go with my gut on this one and say it's not a good situation for them. It's just a bad draw, and I think Suns in 6.
Guys, we're making a cardinal sin here, I think, in terms of our own continuity for our podcast, right? So last pod we did an all-you-can-have-them team, and there were 2 guys on that team, right, from one of these teams, correct? Am I correct?
You're correct. That is correct.
Devin Booker and Kevin Durant were committed by us. So by the logic of the box out boys, it does not make sense that any of us choose the Phoenix Suns. Therefore, Minnesota Timberwolves have to win this series, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
All right.
Go Bears on my all-you-can-have-them team too. So,
and your own personal one,
personal, just forever.
Well, hey, we decided to take a stand and put a hot take out there, so that we can. Not a week later is not the time to be backing off of it.
To be fair, I will say never mind.
I was just saying, to
Um,
be fair, that I'm thinking of more like championship. Like I'm not saying the Suns gonna win the championship. I'm just saying the Suns are gonna win this series. That's all.
No,
because
all
then they
together.
play
You can
Mavericks
have
round
them.
2, or no, they would play
Nuggets round 2.
Nuggets round
Lakers.
2. Yeah, no, there's no
Yeah,
chance.
there's no
No.
chance. They're done.
But they're
Timberwolves.
also not. They're the Timberwolves though. Okay, the thing is, the Timberwolves
Timberwolves
have a
get-
better chance to
Yeah.
beat the Nuggets, in my opinion. Than I'd
Yeah,
feel
they
more
get past
comfortable against
this.
them against the Nuggets than I would against the Suns. That's what sucks, dude. These matchup games, like,
Yeah.
and I was watching other games. I was watching how the Pelicans kept being little brothers to the Lakers all season, and they almost pulled it out. I think they would have if Zion
Yep.
didn't get hurt. And then the Kings were also
Yeah.
they
little
got their
boys.
revenge on the Warriors from last season. The Bulls have a chance to get their revenge tomorrow night against the Heat, which we all think
That's what's
good.
gonna happen. Yeah.
So give me the Timberwolves. Just let's go, guys. Like, I'm so tired. The White Sox are like 2-14 right now. Like, can I just have
Yeah, sweet.
something? Like, give me.
I mean, look, I'm rooting for the Wolves to get this because I really don't care for the Suns either. But I think it's good. I just think it's a tough draw. That's all. I just think it's a tough draw, man.
Yeah,
Isn't Ant like averaging like 15 points against them or something? Something crazy like that.
yeah, that's
this season.
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah,
That's not great.
He has a problem with the length. So
It's not great.
So I heard, and I was like, pause, but
That's
you got
tough.
it right. All right.
I like him.
I like them. I like them. They can't even do it. I like them.
We
Those
can
are
talk about
all-time
next
round.
round later. We'll talk about other
Yeah,
games.
we'll do
That's
as
a pretty
as-
solid summary. I think. Is there any upset we like? We all like the Pacers.
Pacers. Yeah. Is that that's
yeah.
an upset? Yeah.
No, I said the Bucks. I took the Bucks.
Oh yeah, you
No,
took
no, no.
the Bucks.
Yeah, but a couple of us like the Pacers. Titus, I think, like the Sixers.
Yeah, I like the Sixers there. I'm curious to see if that's going to play out.
I mean, the Magic would be the big. I mean, technically, right? Like that would be the actual. I mean, that's 1-2, right?
That's
No.
probably the best
Yeah.
unlikely.
I mean,
because
technically,
the other ones
but-
are like
Technically,
favorite
it's a-
upsets.
Technically, it's an upset. Yeah.
The Pacers are like
The 3-6,
an
right?
obvious upset, and the Suns are a favorite to be upset. It's more of an even match.
It's kind of
Yeah.
funny. I think early on, or no, this might have been when we did New Year's resolutions. I think we ended up talking about the Pacers and the Bucks in a playoff series about how fun it would be with the Pacers being like the super fast offensive team and the Bucks being kind of the
Yeah.
slow grind, potentially should be really good defensive team. So kind of
So, well, even to that, so going to that series, I kind of did talk about, like, I had my little metric I worked on. I'm not get into all the details about it. We can talk about it at some point. But based on that, at the end of the season, the Pacers are more likely to win the finals than the Bucks. I mean, it's not by much, but technically they are.
Does
in
your
my-
formula
yeah.
include the entire year, or does it help?
Yep, it's based on the whole season.
Okay. I was
based on the
curious
whole
if you
season.
adjusted for past the All-Star break.
No, it's so, and that's where like it gets a little tricky because I think there's things like with like the Clippers are a little better than maybe they should be, because like that was one the Clippers and Mavs. So basically, it's a weighted score is what I did. So Boston has the highest potential score or like potential to win the championship with a score of a 16. The Thunder are the next best with a score of a 13, and then the Nuggets at 12, and then T-Wolves at 10.5. So, like for example, this is based on the whole season. The Clippers are a 5, and the Mavs are a 2.5. But the Mavs feel like a better team than that, right? You know,
Because
what I
the
mean?
last 2 months, yeah.
Because the last 2 months, like they locked in, yeah. So there is some like gray area there.
Yep.
For sure.
Solid. All right. Do you guys want to talk about these over-under picks?
Yes. Let's see how wrong we
do
were.
it.
Yeah, we didn't do too. Let's just go into it. All right, I'll start off with the East. Milwaukee Bucks 54.5. I had 55, Titus 60, Joey 58.
God.
We finished with 49. Titus, we each had 2 locks. Titus
This is a
lock at 60. Titus, you were excited for the Milwaukee Bucks this season.
Dame.
For that Dame Dalla.
What a fool.
And yeah, you did not get, nobody got this one. Boston Celtics 54.5. Titus and I went 55, Joey 54. They ended up with 64. So only Titus and I get this one.
There we go.
Mhm.
Believed from the beginning.
Cavs 50 58.5. We all went
Ugh.
over. I went 51, 53,
Ugh.
53. And they were 48.
They should have had that. No problem. Fucking
Yeah.
bums.
That was a little annoying.
Bum.
This one, we should not. So conversely, though, with the next one, the Sixers, 48.5. I had 44. I'm gonna go me, Titus, Joey. So every time, like 44, 46, 45. Finished with 47. We were pretty close with this one.
Yeah.
All under. So congrats, guys. Even though Embiid was on a tear.
Yeah,
they would have
been
lost this
over.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
But yeah, a win's a win.
That wins a win. We'll take it.
Miami Heat, 46.5. This one hurts. I had 47. Both had 44, and they finished with 46. So I did not get this because of the little 47.
Wow.
That's a tough L for everybody.
The New York Knickerbockers, 45.5. I had 45. Titus 46. Joey 44. So only Titus gets this. Atlanta Hawks. I liked the Hawks at the beginning of the year, and so did Titus. 41.5 was the line. I went 44. Titus went 45. Joey went 41. And Joey got it with a slight under.
Bingo.
Good job, Joey.
I know the bad teams.
The theme with these over-unders is Joey's the pessimist of the group, and when he goes under, he usually wins. This is a perfect example with the Atlanta Hawks.
That's fitting.
Next example with this going the opposite way is the Indiana Pacers, 38.5. I had 40, 41 for Titus, 37 for Joey. So only Titus and I get this one. 47 was their win total, by the way. Brooklyn Nets. Titus. Oh, yeah. You were still big on Ben Simmons at the beginning of the year. 37.5 was the line. Joey and I went 34.
I like him.
Titus with 39. So they finished with 32 wins and an under. The next one, the Chicago Bulls at 37.5. I texted my friend who's a big gambling addict, take this under after they lost to the Detroit Pistons. This is a lock. They finished with 39 wins over. I went 39. Titus went 36. Joey with 41. So congrats, Joey, again. I actually go the opposite way with being optimistic. Yeah. Kind of uncharacteristic of yourself.
Come on.
Good job by you.
There's one place to be optimistic. You know where it's going to be.
Next one, the Orlando Magic. 36.5 was the line. Oof. They went over with 47. Yeah. All of us said 38. So it's a win. But
just barely a win.
We'll take it.
It's a win.
Next one, Toronto Raptors, 36.5. This is my best prediction of this streak. Nice. I said 26. Titus said 34 and Joey said 35. We all got the under, but I got it within one game.
Nice.
They went 25. And you guys were like, I don't know. I'm like, no, this team sucks. Fuck this team. And they sucked. They went to go fuck themselves. So next team, the Charlotte Hornets.
I'm gonna have to hit the explicit content button when I publish this week, I think.
I went Charlotte Hornets. I like the Hornets. But they don't like themselves. So 30.5 was the line. They won.
Chris is on a heater tonight.
I said 31, and you both were smart with 29-26 by Tyson Joey. So good job by you two. Detroit Pistons. We all went under. Yeah. They won 14 games, guys, and they were over under was 28.5. And we all went like, 25, baby. It's 14. Come on, guys. Like, worst record
no belief
in
next
history.
Year.
Wait, how many wins did the Hornets have?
21.
Oh, okay. The Wizards are up next or are coming up next.
Yeah, they're coming up next. The Pistons 15? At 14, though. Like 20 to 21 is like, yeah, you're the worst team in the league. And that's like not even a respectable bad team, but it's a bad team. You shouldn't be under that.
They lost how many in a row? Was it 28?
28 for the Pistons, yeah.
28 in a row, and they still only lost one less game than somebody else, right?
Then the Washington Wizards, who only won 15 games. Joey and I were both over the Wizards.
Gotta be over on somebody.
28 for me, 26 for Joey, 21 for Titus. So good job, Titus. There.
Kuzma.
After the East, I only got 7 right here. Titus got 10, and Joey got 9.
Solid.
So good job of you two getting the East in a solid place here.
Not looking so bad, huh?
Let's go to the West. Phoenix Suns. Them and the Nuggets were at 52.5 wins as the total. I went under 51, Titus 53, Joey 52. So Joey and myself got it. Titus, you just like them a little bit, but this was a tight one.
The Nuggets or the
Nuggets.
Suns? Or no,
That was the Suns.
Ugh.
So there was only how many did we? So in the first half, we got all of us to the Sixers, all of us to the Magic, all of us to the Pistons. Those are the only three. Oh, and the Raptors. We got those four right. The next one, the Nuggets, we all said over. It all went over. We all said 55, 54 for Titus, 55 for Joey, and then 57 was the total. So good job by us. The the Warriors had the third highest win total at the beginning of the year, which is funny to see. They finished 46 wins, 48.5 was the total. I said 48. I went under. Joey said 46. The first in this group getting it right on the money.
Well
There
done.
you go. Joey went Titus went 50. Did not get this.
Love
Lakers.
Steph, but
We all went over on the Lakers.
I like him.
47.5 was the line. I said 50. Titus said 50, 48, and then Joey said 51, and they went 47, just the slightest under. And then the Clippers went over.
In the play-in? Ugh. The West is brutal.
It was 46 wins was a play-in game. I mean, the Houston Rockets won 41 games. They didn't even make it. While the Bulls get 39.
Yeah. That is tough stuff out there.
Mm-hmm. The Clippers. Why did I say? Hang on. Oh shit! You guys did not get this one. I highlighted that you did. My fault. You're not even seeing what I'm saying. Anyways, the Clippers, 46.5. They won 51. I said 54. I said 41. Ty said 45. Joey said 44. We all went under. And they went over.
Miss.
So that is a miss.
We're gonna mash.
I need to fix that. 5 and 8. Okay. Memphis Grizzlies. Just take a pause here. We got some. We've only talked about 2 locks so far with the Bucks and the Raptors. Here's a lock by Titus. 45.5 was their win total. They won 27 games. Titus said 51.
Ja was coming back.
You missed it by 24 games. I said 53, and so
You
did
don't
Joey.
say it like that.
And we got under, but
this doesn't feel like a win.
This won't be the worst pick in the West. Still, I fear.
This was our worst combined missing the win total by because of how poorly. I mean, they played 30.
They came off the rails.
They're basically an NFL team. It's crazy how many players they had this year. So
Ja was supposed to come back. That's all I'm just gonna say that and stick to it.
Ja was supposed to come back.
Dallas
Mavericks, 44.5, 43 by me, 42, 45 for Tyson Joey. Joey again with I don't know why I was saying you're such a pessimist. You've been optimistic twice and it's paid off. So good job by you. You've done it. And then okay, this shame for the next one here. Minnesota Timberwolves 44.5. We got Titus at 41.
Don't look at me like that.
Joey at 44.
Look into the camera.
Yeah.
And I went 51 lock. I was so, and you guys just ignored me. I was so excited for this team again. But you heard the same thing last year. So you're like, nah, it's just Chris being his homer self. And
now you're waffling on them, right? Come on, man.
I'm still picking them. They're my
Purdue. Not picking with your heart. You're not picking with your heart.
No. It's only with my heart. It's the thing.
True.
Yeah, not with my brain. Not with my brain. Yeah.
That's fine.
Again, Purdue, man. Purdue made it. They made it to the finals.
And they got waxed.
It's fine. Everyone got waxed. Everyone got waxed by that.
That's right.
Team.
Everybody got waxed.
UConn was nuts. But this was my lock.
Hate
Timberwolves. Good job by me.
Good job by me.
New Orleans Pelicans. Joey, you locked in this under. 44.5 was the total. There were how many teams in the West were 44.5? 5 teams. 5 teams. This is the third one. Pelicans, Joey, Titus and I went 42, 43. Then Joey with an under at 37. You're like, I want to go under. I want to go really under on this team. They won 49. We're all wrong.
We're all wrong.
And
they were in the play-in. 49 wins in the play-in. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's nuts. I'm gonna make man. Next up, the Thunder, 44.5. I went 43. It's a
Cool, man.
That's
bad
tough.
one. 48 by you both. So good job, guys. They won 57.
Right there.
Sacramento
Right there.
Kings. This was our only one that one of us got it exactly right. 44 and a half. I said 42. Joey said 44. Titus said 46. They won 46. Good job,
Nice.
Titus.
So me and Joey have gotten one exactly right.
You both did. I did not get one exactly right.
You got
I
one
got
within
within
one
one.
game.
My Toronto Raptors was within one.
So you were close.
I also got
Not
the
quite as good as
anyways.
us, but close.
Maybe next year, Chris.
Maybe
Maybe
next
next
year,
year will be
buddy.
as good as
Maybe next year you'll really be hyped up on the
Oh,
rules or
yeah.
something to get it
I
right.
can study basketball more. Utah Jazz. I loved this over at 35 and a half. I said 41 lock. They would have been a lock if they actually cared about half of the fucking season. This team
they
is an
tried.
abortion of a franchise. And I say abortion because I don't think that's legal in Utah anymore, or it won't be soon, I'm sure.
Either way.
Screw this franchise. You both said under 35 and 34, and they won 31. So good job by the Utah Jazz and you
Ooh,
too.
it doesn't feel like a win anymore, but that's okay.
The Houston Rockets, 31 and a half. I went over with 32 with the softest over, and I got it because they won 41. You both went 29, 20 or 27, 29. So I get that one. Portland Trailblazers, 28 and a half. Joey knows this one. I went under.
I wanted it
Titus
so bad.
went over. Titus went over. I think he might have been talked into it by
I
Joey. Joey
did
going
it.
41 here.
Yeah, that's right.
I think you were loving the Ayton hype. Shane Sharp. You kept mentioning Shane Sharp. It's a good name, but
I thought Scoot was going to be better
Scoot
than he was.
Scoot was a good one.
Goot Magoots, he did not do well.
I thought it was just a good reset for him. I thought it was, the cast, the shadow of Dame was gone, fresh blood. That 500 team
That
felt right.
optimism bites him in the ass. It's all right.
Yeah. See, this is why I'm a pessimist more times than not.
Yep. This one hurt, but you won optimism 2 of the 3 times on this list, so
we'll let it
worked out
slide
for
on
you.
this one.
And the San Antonio, so lastly, the San Antonio Spurs, 28 and a half. We all went under 24, 27, 28. Good job by us there. 8 for me there, 5 only for Titus, and then only 8 for Joey, giving us a total of 15 for me, 15 for Titus, and then 17 for Joey. Titus and I broke even, basically flipped a coin, and then Joey made some smart picks here. So
Here we go.
Those 2 positive Pete's saved them.
I feel like I need to bet this. I think this is like the second year in a row that I've been over 50% of my picks.
the thing is, you want to be over 55 to
A little higher.
to get it right. And
Like a
let me see, what's 17 divided by 30? Does anybody got that top of head? 56 and a half. So you would have broken even, maybe won a couple dollars, if you took all these over.
Couple shekels, couple coins.
Well,
good job, Joey.
thank you. What do I
Hope it
win?
bodes well.
What do I win?
Whatever betting. Anybody check the email?
You won a first round matchup with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, I'm winning 2 games in that. Lock me in for 2 games.
Lock that in. We're gonna clip this out. We're gonna come back to this. One of us is gonna have to, eat crow. It's gonna be a 5-game series. Is what it's gonna be. So it'll be right in the middle.
You said it was a 4-game. You locked
I said
it.
it was.
Wait, hang on.
I said it was
If there's
4.
a-
I'm locking in 4.
Okay,
in
I'll
a
say
row.
this right now. If there is a game 6, not the game 6 though. I was gonna say if there's a game 6, I'll fly out to go to Chicago, but it would be in Boston. So
No,
yeah.
it's not. No, it wouldn't. It's 2-2, then 1-1.
2-2-1-1.
Oh no, yeah, it would be game 6 in Chicago, right?
All right. If there's a game 6 in Chicago,
We gotta go. I gotta. Yeah, I will.
All right. We will save our.
Okay, yeah, we could talk about
Kaylin
that.
owes me. She's gonna be out of town for 6 days coming up here, so I can finagle this one. But yeah, no game 6.
You know what I
will
love
go.
about this?
I will be
is
going
that
to that game.
They're going to lose the Heat, and this is going to be a.
I know it's like it doesn't even matter.
Well,
But I will be
All
at
right.
game 6 Chicago,
Chicago,
Boston, if
Boston.
that happens. Yeah,
I'm muting the
Get
group
it.
chat tomorrow night at 5:45. I
That's
will
fine.
check back in at like 10 p.m.
Wait, you're not watching the game, or you are gonna watch? You're just gonna
No,
lock
I'm
in.
watching it. I'm just
He's
locking
watching.
in.
He's watching to lock in. He doesn't
Just
like your
watching as a fan.
snarky.
Come on, buddy.
I'm
You're
watching
gonna
as a
win.
fan. I don't want
You're
any.
I
I don't
like
want
them.
any. I don't want it either way. It's going. All right.
I like him.
I like him. Why do you want the Bulls to win? I like him.
I do.
They did. Well, guys, that was a fun show. I had a really good time talking basketball with you guys.
I had a
else,
really
man?
good time with you.
Really good time with you guys. You know, it was
It was
fun.
weird.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be weird. I've been I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple of wines tonight, so we're a little loose. We're a little loose tonight. Anything else? Or are we just gonna go ahead and get out of here? Like,
Let's wrap it up.
Next week we'll know 2 games. We'll talk about
yep.
whatever games we want to talk about. Timberwolves will have played twice.
So they'll be up down 2-0. That's great.
So get the fuck out of my face.
Wow.
I don't want to hear
We'll
that.
talk about how can the Wolves come back in this
Dude,
series.
I don't even honestly. I think if I go to a Bulls game, if they make this series, I don't think I want to go with you.
Oh, I would have fun at the Bulls game. Are you kidding me? No, you know me at the games.
No,
I'm a fan at the games.
You're a Boston fan now.
No, I'm not
That's-
a Boston.
yeah.
fan. My wife
You know
is
what's
a
funny?
Boston-
The thing we're gonna do.
We need to come
love
to
Boston.
grips.
We
with
never
this.
concluded that series that we started, but we kind of did.
We
Tyson
did.
became a Boston fan,
Yeah,
we did.
because
It
we
did.
started talking about it.
No,
we're
hold
this
on,
isn't even
actually-
worth it
but he
because
didn't
he's
want to
already
tell
a
us because he
Boston
knew
fan.
how much we hate Boston.
This is actually what's really funny about this is I was thinking about this the other day. So I've been watching a lot of Bulls like YouTube content and stuff, and I think what I've decided is that I'm just a Bulls fan, and I'm gonna be like Joey. I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna have fun.
No, stop.
No,
You're
but I'm not
you're
here. Like I'm not gonna be ridiculous. I'm not gonna be like I think they're gonna lose to Boston because Boston is a significantly better team.
Yes,
But like, am I gonna have fun watching that series? Yes. That's all. We can talk more about it.
you're
when
not going to
we,
root for them though.
That's rooting for them and thinking they're gonna win are two different things.
That's not.
That's true.
This is where I'm at though with the Timberwolves. I'm rooting for them, and
Yeah.
I think they're gonna win, but I'm really scared.
Yeah, but that's good. That's real fandom is when you're nervous.
Well, yeah,
Like I'm not nervous for
because
the
you're
Bulls.
nervous because you actually have a shot. Like
Shot, yeah.
there's
That's
I'm
there's,
not-
there's
I'm not
expectations.
We're not
man.
nervous. Yeah, we're
I mean,
like
it's the thing in life. Just don't
if it's
expect
if
anything.
it somehow became a
Fine.
game 7 scenario by the grace of some
yeah, I get nervous.
terrible situation that happened to Boston, then yes, there would be. I would be very,
But even
very,
then,
very
I'd be
nervous.
like, all right, I'm nervous for them to win this series, but like, I don't expect them to win anything going forward.
No, but I'd still be sweating through
Like,
whatever
all right, come on,
clothes
let's
I
get
was
this,
wearing.
yeah.
No, it wouldn't matter.
I mean, I'd be
I
like,
was sweating
oh,
last
man.
night, guys. Okay,
I'm excited to go to Game 6, guys. It'll be
Late third quarter.
Yeah, I'm
lot of
excited
fun.
to go to the game 6. I think it'd be fun. All right, hold on. We got a game 6. Here's our 2 games we're going to. A game 6 in Chicago, if it happens.
So it's game 3, game 6 then.
No, it's game 6. Game 3. Well, I
So
don't
what
know.
if they don't make game 6? Game 3 is guarantee.
You guys can go to Game 3.
We can go to game 3.
I'm
It's
going
like
to Game 1. I'm going Saturday for the.
Are you?
Timberwolves.
You got
Yeah,
tickets already?
I'm gonna get
Oh
them.
boy.
And then I think our backup plan is a Boston Milwaukee game.
We all picked the Pacers.
That's the thing. I don't. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, we all
the
picked
Pacers. The thing is, I thought. Yeah, I only want to go to Milwaukee if they actually have Giannis.
Yeah, if Giannis is playing,
Play,
it's Boston, Milwaukee, Giannis. I mean, I think we got to go see that.
And
Just
get
to
Bobby
see.
Porter's jersey.
We just got to go be in the building for that one. So,
Be cool.
well, we are excited for the playoffs. It's our favorite time of year. March Madness is over, so I can lock back into the NBA. This is going to be great.
That's an interesting statement. Yeah.
But March Madness, I lock into March Madness, man.
It's like
I'm-
7 day.
Who did you
I
have?
know.
UConn winning? How did you do in your bracket?
My bracket was
We talked
terrible.
about this. Okay.
No, my bracket was terrible. I had I went with my heart. See, this is again, I went with my heart like Joey, and I picked UNC, even though I'd watched them all season and knew that they were not good enough to win.
Yeah.
I just said I want to root for
Everyone knew
them.
that.
And I picked them versus Houston, who I thought was the safe pick, but they were not. So it was fun.
That sounds like a pick of somebody who watches too much college basketball and overthought it.
Yep, it's exactly what it was. Michelle picked on her gut and had it for the first day without any research and picked UConn versus Purdue. So
Hey, good job. Did you have UConn winning?
oh, she had Purdue winning. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then by the end of it, it was just funny. I was rooting for anybody but UConn because I couldn't stand that.
Yeah, I hate that team too.
But I will be, you
Right.
know, cheering for UConn or Celtics. UConn of the
Timberwolves.
NBA.
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. If Timberwolves get out of this one, I will root for them. So
No, the UConn of the NBA, in my opinion, are the Nuggets because I don't think anyone's going to come close to them.
see, I think somebody's gonna get them, but we'll see. We're just now we're just bantering with each other. So
All right.
well, that is it for us tonight. Follow us on social media at the Box Out Boys. Slide into those DMs. And be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us on YouTube and Spotify. We very much appreciate that. So until next time, box out.